Well, this video is going to give you clarity on how do you check or you test your divisibility when the huge number is given. And of course, you will be given a huge number and be asked whether the number is divisible by 3, by 4, by 2, by 9, by 8, by 7. So now you need to be alert on how do you go about doing those calculations. So this video is going to help you to embark on that. Now, you may be given the number, like for example, let's take the example of 1 as 68. 168, and the question says whether the number is divisible by 2, and please check. Now the checking is whereby you know that then in order for the number to be divisible by 2, it has to be an even number. An even number have a last digit which is 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So if the last digit is one of these numbers, then the number is an even number. So an even number is divisible by 2. So you are done, which means because the last digit is 8, this means that this number is divisible by 2. Let's come to divisibility by 3 and take an example. So let's take 1, 6, 8, 9, for example, and check whether the number is divisible by 3. So the idea to this one is to add or find the sum of the digits that makes this number. So the idea is to say, okay, 1 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9 is equal to 24. Is 24 divisible by 3? Yes, you know it's divisible by 3. Or if 24 is still a large number, just find the sum and find whether the sum is divisible by 3 by just saying, okay, I have 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is just 6. So is 6 divisible by 3? So it's easy now to know that 6 is divisible by 3. Let's come to the divisibility by 4. How do you know whether the number is divisible by 4? Let's take just the general example. We have 1024 and you are asked whether the number is divisible by 4. In order for the number to be divisible by 4, we have to concentrate on the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits is divisible by 4, then the whole number is going to be divisible by 4. Like for example, if a number ends with 04, or the number ends with 16, which is 16, or the number ends with 24, like this one, we need to know whether the number is divisible by 4 by knowing whether the last 2 digit number is divisible by 4. Okay? Now, 24 is divisible by 4 because 24 divided by 4 is just equal to 6. So by that, this number is divisible by 4. Let's come to divisibility by 5 and take just a typical example. Let's say just take 250. We can have as huge number as we can, but if we understand the gist, you are not going to go wrong. So if the number is divisible by 5, it has to end with 0 or with 5. So if the number ends with none of these numbers, then the number is not divisible by 5. For example, this one, 250, is divisible by 5 because the last digit is just 5. And if we can add 0 here, it will still be divisible by 5 because the last digit is just 0. So this number is divisible by 5 only if the last digit is 0 or 5. Let's come to divisibility by 6. When we take divisibility by 6, let's just have a typical example of 804. 804 is divisibility is divisible by 6 only and only if this number is divisible by 3 and by 2, which means the factor of 6, 3, which is divisibility by 8. Let me check just the number 3, 0, 4, 8. 3, 0, 4, 8, and check whether the number is divisible by 8. In order for the number to be divisible by 8, it's whereby the last 3-digit numbers is divisible by 8. If the last 3-digit numbers is divisible by 8. For example, now our last 3-digit numbers is just 0, 4, 8. So we can write 0, 4, 8, which is the same as 48 is going to be, let's say, is 48 divisible by 8? Yes, it is divisible by 8 because you just get number 6. So if the last 3-digit numbers is divisible by 8, then the whole number is going to be divisible by 8. So let's come to the last one now. The last one, which is divisibility by 9. Divisibility by 9. So let's say by 9 and write just a number, we have 6, 9, 2, 1. Let's check whether this number is divisible by 9. Let's check whether the number is divisible by 9 by just applying the idea of the divisibility by 3. Remember, the divisibility by 3 is whereby we add all the numbers and check whether the sum is divisible by 3. We are doing it the same thing on divisibility by 9 by just adding these terms. So now 6 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1, 6 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1 will just give us, yes, it's just going to give us 18. If 18 is still the biggest number, we don't know whether it's divisible by 9, we can continue adding the digits. 1 plus 8 is going to be equal to 9. So is 9 divisible by 9? Yes, because you just get this simple number. So by that, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoy the divisibility test, and please do subscribe. Please follow my channel if you like it. There is more to come if you are a member of my channel. Stay tuned. See you next time.